हरि ओम। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम श्री महाविष्णुवे नमः। ओम श्री महादेवाय नमः। ओम श्री महादुर्गाय नमः। ओम श्री रामाय नमः। ओम श्री सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। शङ्करं परमानन्दं ब्रह्मनिष्ठं यतीश्वरं भाष्यभ्रान्तिहरं वन्दे शुद्धज्ञानैकबोधकम्। ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय। नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम हरि ओम। We'll begin with the Shanti mantra. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्ताक्षो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। We shall chant the 25th mantra. यशतरुद्रेयम् अधीते स्वाग्निपूतो भवति सुरापानपूतो भवति ब्रह्महत्यात्पूतो भवति कृत्याकृत्यात्पूतो भवति तस्मादविमुक्तम् आश्रितो भवति अत्याश्रमी सर्वदा सकृद्वा जपेत्। हरि ओम। So the teacher reveals this Brahma Vidya to the student. In the beginning, he said that through Shraddha, Bhakti, and Dhyana Yoga, we can realize this Brahma. So everything was explained in detail. And finally, through a few meditation verses, the teacher also pointed out that we have to assert our supreme nature as Brahma. So once we have done Shravan, Manan, and we are on the path of Nididhyasan, we should, with consistency, with faith, pursue this path. What are the obstacles on this path? The main obstacle is the impurity of our own mind. The mind, as it becomes more and more pure, we will be able to gain abidance in our own self. So, in order to purify our mind, we have to follow the path of Karma Yoga, Upasana. So, a very beautiful Upasana is also mentioned here, that just by chanting Kaivalya Upanishad regularly and contemplating on the meaning revealed in the Upanishad is also like an Upasana. So one who does this regular chanting, regular japa, Atyashrami Sarvada Sakrudva Japet, says Atyashrami, a sannyasi or a sincere seeker, should constantly do japa of Kaivalya Upanishad, or at least once a day one should chant Kaivalya Upanishad, Sakrudva Japet, and constantly contemplate and do adhyayan, study of Kaivalya Upanishad. And when we do in this way, then our antakarana will become more and more pure. We will become free of all the sins which we might have committed in our past. The sins towards fire and other elements, then sin committed by taking alcohols or other intoxicants, or the sin of killing a brahmana, or the sins of commission and omissions. So when one does this sincerely, tasmad avimuktam ashrito bhavati, one gains that sharanagati to that supreme Brahma. So Atyashrami Sarvada Sakradva Japet. So one should constantly do japa of this Kaivalya Upanishad, or at least once a day one should chant and contemplate. And finally, in the last mantra, the Rishi says, Anena Nyanam Apnoti Samsaranavanasanam Tasmadevam Viditvainam Kaivalyam Phalamashnuте Kaivalyam Phalamashnuте iti Anena Jnanam Apnoti Samsaranavanasanam Tasmadevam Viditvainam Kaivalyam Phalamashnute Kaivalyam Phalamashnute iti. So Anena Jnanam Apnoti. When we do japa of Kaivalya Upanishad and constantly contemplate and meditate, then we will gain that knowledge, that complete conviction and abidance in that Brahma as our own self will happen. Anena Jnanam Apnoti. This Jnanam is not only the theoretical understanding, but final realization of that supreme reality will happen. Aporoksha anubhuti will take place. And this alone will make us free from this samsara. Samsara arnava nashanam. This knowledge is the destroyer of the ocean of samsara. This samsara is indicated as an ocean, just as the ocean is endless, that you don't see the end of an ocean. It is so vast and so deep. And if a person has fallen down into an ocean, then there is no escape. But if we gain this knowledge, self-knowledge, we can become free of this ocean of samsara. Samsara is samsaranam, constant change, constantly taking birth and dying. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jathare shayanam. Iha samsare bahudustare. This samsara is very, very difficult, and it is to take birth. See, at present also, we feel we are born. We identify with this body. We experience the joys and sorrows of pain and pleasures which are really of the body, of the mind. So we experience them. We experience sukha, dukkha, labha, hani, jay, parajay. So all this is nothing but samsara, which is really not there. It is false. Because the self is never born, the self never dies, the self doesn't undergo any change. In Gita, Bhagavan says, Na jayate mriyate va kadachit nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuyaha ajo nitya shashvato yam puranaha na hanyate hanyamane sharire. This Atma is neither born nor does it die. But at present we feel we are born, we are dying, we are experiencing these ups and downs in this world. This is called samsara. And samsara is painful. Samsara is full of sorrow. Samsara is full of fear. Samsara itself is bondage. And whatever actions we are doing, whatever struggle we are having in our life, directly, indirectly, we want to become free of this samsara only. But not knowing the real reason for samsara, we seek freedom by getting more and more wealth, or becoming more famous in this world, or acquiring different types of experiences, or going into some glamour. But all this will not make us free of this samsara. The only way to become free is to gain self-knowledge. So, anena jnanam apnoti samsar arnava nashanam. This samsar ocean itself get destroyed. Tasmad evam viditva enam. Therefore, one who has recognized and realized this self as Brahma. See, all of us, we know ourselves, we know our own existence, but we should know I am Brahma. In the state of ignorance, we know ourselves wrongly. We know ourselves as a man, a woman, a young, old, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Indian, American. But these are all outer, what you call, mask only, not real. My real identity is Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi. So once we recognize ourselves as Brahma by following the path shown in the Upanishads, so tasmat evam viditva enam. when we recognize this Brahma as our own self, Kaivalyam phalamashnuti, we attain the result of Kaivalyam. Kaivalyam is when we attain that oneness. Everything is just one. I, myself, alone am there. There is nothing, there is no one other than me. Matta parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya. In Gita also Bhagavan says, other than me, nothing is there. No one is there. There is no division in me. There is no one similar to me. So there is no sajatiya, vijatiya, swagat bhed. There is no division in myself. There is nothing other than me, or there are no duplicate copies of me. I alone am there. Everything is myself. And there is no fear. One need not to be afraid that, oh, if everything is myself, then I will be lonely, I will be miserable, I will be frightened. Because fear is there from someone else. Dvitiyat bhayam bhavati. When I think there is someone other than me, then there is fear. But when I myself am there is no fear, there is no sorrow, there is no pain. See, in deep sleep, we are supremely alone. We are one with our supreme nature. And no one is miserable in deep sleep. No one is unhappy in deep sleep. No one is frightened in deep sleep. That is our real nature. So that is called Kaivalyam. So through this knowledge, self-knowledge, we attain Kaivalya. Therefore, this Upanishad is also named as Kaivalya Upanishad. That way, all the Upanishads, they indicate the same goal of Kaivalya only. So, Kaivalyam phalam ashnute iti. Kaivalya phala we gain through self-knowledge. Thus, the Upanishad concludes here, iti atharva vede Kaivalya Upanishad samapta. Thus, this Upanishad from Atharva Ved concludes here. Samapta. The word samapta in Sanskrit means samyak apta, means very well attained. Actually, what is conveyed in the Upanishad, when it is very well attained by us, when we attain that knowledge, when we gain that Kaivalya, then only it is real samapta. Otherwise, we should study it again and again. So, we have been studying this Upanishad for the past 16 classes. Today is the 17th class. So, we will just summarize what we have studied so far. Okay. So, Kaivalya Upanishad is not one of the 10 Upanishads, but it is very, very important Upanishad. Though Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji has not written a commentary on Kaivalya Upanishad, but if you study Shankaracharya's commentaries on other Upanishads, then all these Upanishads, to understand them becomes simple. So this Upanishad begins with a beautiful Shanti mantra, the Bhadram Karne Vishrunayama Deva. All the Vedas, they have their own Shanti mantras. So Atharva Ved, the Shanti mantra of Atharva Ved is Bhadram Karne Vishrunayama Deva. So before we begin the study of the Upanishad, the teacher and the student together, they pray to that Supreme Brahma to give them Shanti. So let there be peace, peace, and peace. Let there be Adhyatmik, Adi Bhautik, and Adi Daivik Shanti, so that we can study with full focus and understand and gain that knowledge and become free. So there should not be any vigna. So we begin the Upanishad study with this prayer, which says that may I hear what is auspicious through my ears. May I see what is auspicious. May I have nice, healthy, and strong body so that I can pursue this path. And also, I spend my life serving the Devatas. May Bhagwan Indra bless me. May Bhagwan Sun bless me. Bless us. May Garud Devata bless us. May Brahaspati bless us. So this Upanishad is a dialogue between the student and the teacher. The student is Ashwalayana, a great rishi, who approaches Parameshti. Parameshti is Brahmaji himself. So this Kaivalya Upanishad is revealed with this story. The story is given to give us the importance of this knowledge. That even a great rishi wants to learn this, and even the greatest of all teachers, Brahmaji himself, is the teacher. So to give us importance of this knowledge, the story is revealed. So Ashwalayana approaches Parameshti and he requests him that please teach me Brahma Vidya. Adihi Bhagavan Brahma Vidyam Varishtham. This great Varishta Brahma Vidya you teach me, which has been pursued by great people. Sada Satbihi Sevyamanam Nigodha. Good people also want to gain this knowledge. And why we approach a teacher? Because it is nighod, it's very secret, very mysterious. By ourselves, we cannot gain this knowledge. We have to approach a teacher. And once we gain this knowledge, we become free of this samsara. We become free of all papa and we attain that supreme Purusha. We attain that supreme Brahma. Therefore, this is the highest attainment. This is the ultimate attainment. This is what we should pursue in our life. If we don't do it in this lifetime, we will have to take birth again and again till we gain this knowledge. Only by this knowledge we can become free of samsara. So the teacher tells the student, you can learn, you can gain this knowledge of Brahma through Shraddha, Bhakti and Dhyana Yoga. Shraddha is faith, Bhakti is devotion, Dhyana Yoga is meditation. So what is the use of this Shraddha? On whom we should have Shraddha? We should have Shraddha, faith in the Shastras, in our teacher, in that Supreme Brahma, and in ourselves. With faith, with Shraddha, we should listen to the teacher. Then with devotion, we should contemplate and understand what is being taught and gain that conviction that I am Brahma. And thereafter, we should meditate to gain abidance in this knowledge and become free. So this is the threefold path, Shraddha, Bhakti, and Dhyana Yoga. This knowledge is such that Brahma is such that it cannot be attained through karma, not through having lot of children, not through wealth, but only through tyaga. Na karmana na prajaya dane na tyage naike amrutatvamanasu. Paredanakam nihitam guhayam vibhrajate yat yatayo vishanti. Only through tyaga. Tyaga means renunciation. means giving up. How come? Because this Brahma, really speaking, is our own self. I myself am Brahma. There's nothing I have to do about it. It is already there. What I want to attain, I have already attained it. So, what is the problem? The problem is that I am holding on to some wrong notions. I am holding on to some wrong concepts. I am holding on to some wrong understanding. That wrong understanding itself is called adhyas. I am holding on to adhyas, wrong notions. What are the wrong notions? That I am this body, I am a limited being, I am miserable, I am constantly changing, I am born, I will die, I am a doer of action, I am the receiver of the results of action, I am the knower. In this way, all these are misunderstandings about the self. And we have misunderstanding about this world also. Oh, this world is constantly changing. Oh, I don't know what this world is. And even those who study Vedanta and all, they have foolish understanding of the world. That world is mithya. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya, they keep on saying foolishly, world is not mithya. Mithya is that which is just an illusion, which is really not there. World is there, but world is Brahma, and I am Brahma, and everything is Brahma. Other than Brahma, nothing is there. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. So this misunderstanding itself is creating sorrow, pain, and this suffering. So what is the solution? Solution is to drop all the misunderstandings. Tyaga. But the tyaga just will not happen just like that. If I tell you just drop all misunderstanding, it will not go. It can go only through knowledge. When we gain that knowledge, the dropping happens automatically. The dropping is a byproduct. Once we know what we really are, all our misunderstanding will just fade away, just vanish. Just like when the sun rises, the darkness disappears. Similarly, when the right understanding happens, all misunderstanding will go away. Therefore, we should study the Shastras from a proper teacher. Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchitarthaha Sannyasa Yoga Yataya Shuddha Sattvaha Te Brahmalokeshu Paranta Kale Paramrutat Parimuchanti Sarve. Approaching a great teacher, we should learn and gain conviction about the teachings of Vedanta. Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchitarthaha should understand the real meaning conveyed by Vedanta, because Vedanta is Praman. Other than Vedanta, there is no Praman to know our own self. Other than Vedanta, everything is darkness only. We will be just in dark. Vedanta is the Praman, but should be understood through a proper teacher, and then that Tyaga will happen. Once we gain that understanding, automatically all false notions will drop. That itself is that sannyas yoga. That sannyas will happen. The dropping, tyaga, renunciation will happen of all misunderstandings, and our antakarana will become more and more shuddha, shuddha sattvaha, and we will attain Brahma even while we are alive. Even when the body is still functioning and the world is there, we will become free. The world will not disappear because it is not false. The body will not disappear with knowledge because it is not false. Misunderstandings will disappear. Misunderstanding will go away. Misunderstandings are false. So Brahma Lokeshu Paranta Kale Paramrutat Parimuchanti Sarve. And once this body also drops off, we are one with that Supreme Brahma. So after gaining conviction that I am Brahma, we should just sit and meditate. Bas, that is the only job for a sincere seeker. Just sit and keep on meditating. Keep on going into yourself. Just like sometimes we are so restless and all, we can't go to sleep because our mind keeps on going out into this world. In the same way, when we are restless, we have impurities, our mind doesn't go into that Brahma, means we don't gain abidance in Brahma. For that, we have to meditate constantly. विविक्तदेशे च सुखासनस्थः शुचिः समग्रेव शिरःशरीरः अत्याश्रमस्थः सकलेन्द्रियाणि निरुद्य भक्त्या स्वगुरुं प्रणम्य हृत्पुण्डरीकं विरजं विशुद्धं विचिन्त्य मध्ये विशदं विशोकम्. Going to a secluded place, sitting in upright posture, dropping everything, controlling our senses. And just before meditation, we should do namaskar to our teacher and take his ashirvad, and then meditate into the lotus of your own heart, in the deep cave of your intellect, your antakkarana. Meditate on that Brahma who is Virajam, who is free from all rajas, who is free from all disturbances, who is pure, who is clean, who is free from all grief. Who is unthinkable, who cannot be defined, who is unmanifest, but who alone appears in all the forms, who is auspicious, who is supremely peaceful, who is immortal, who is the very source of this entire creation. So Achintyam Avyaktam Anantarupam Shivam Prashantam Amrutam Brahma Yoni Tathadi Madhyanta Vihinam Ekam Vibhum Chidananda Rupam Adbhutam, who is free from Adi, Madhya and Anta, who is Ekam, who is all pervading, Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham, who is most wonderful, most mysterious, Adbhutam. So meditate peacefully, just meditate means just focus your attention on in your antakkarana, in the cave of your own heart, on Brahman, who is your own self. Peacefully meditate. If it becomes difficult to meditate on that Nirgun Nirakar Brahma, then the Upanishad also gives a beautiful description of the Sagun Sakar Brahma. Ki Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram Prabhum Trilochanam Neelakantam Prashantam. Uma Sahayam. Just imagine in your own antakkarana that Supreme Brahma as Bhagwan Shiva and his Shakti Parvati, they are all both together. You cannot separate Parvati from Shiva. Shiva is that Brahman, Parvati is his Shakti. Parvati alone appears like this world. And she then disappears into Shiva. Shiva and Parvati are one. They are not two. They appear to be two, but they are one. Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram Prabhum Trilochanam. He has got three eyes. Two eyes like us, but the third eye of wisdom. When the third eye opens, the whole world and dissolves into himself. Everything becomes the self. When we gain that knowledge, then we look at this world and we see the whole world as my own self only. Neelakantham, blue eye, blue neck, because Shiva drank the poison. Prashantam, supremely peaceful. Dhyatva munir gacchati bhuta yoni. When we meditate on Bhagwan Shiva, we attain him. who is the Bhuta Yoni, who is the very source of the entire creation. All the Panchabhutas have come from Shiva only. So when we meditate on Shiva, we attain Shiva. Samasta Sakshim Tamasa Parastat, who is the witness of all and who is beyond darkness. So constantly meditate on Shiva. But some may say, no, no, I am the devotee of Brahma, or I want to meditate on Vishnu, I want to meditate on Indra. He says, all of them are same. They are different expressions of the same Brahma. Whether you meditate on Chaturmukha Brahma, or you meditate on Shiva, or you meditate on Indra, or you meditate on Akshara, or Parama, or Swarat, or Vishnu, Prana, Kala, Agni, Chandrama, they are all same. Sa Brahma, Sa Shiva, Sendra, Sokshara, Paramasvara, Sa Eva Vishnu, Sa Prana, Sa Kalognihi, Sa Chandramaha. So, whatever form, whatever expressions of Bhagwan you like, just keep that form in your heart and meditate and become one with that Bhagwan. See, like the vast ocean, you go to the nearest seashore and just take a sip of that water, it is salty. You go far away to the other corner of this world and take a sip, that is also salty. You go on some secluded island and then take a sip, that is also salty. It doesn't matter which part of the ocean you drink. Similarly, it doesn't matter which expression of Brahma you are meditating, all of them are Satchidananda Roop only, because Brahma is one. So, Sa eva sarvam, that Brahma alone is sarvam, is everything. Yat bhutam, all that was in the past. Yat cha bhavyam, all that will be in the future. Sanatanam is eternal. Jnatva tam mrityumatteti, and only by knowing Brahma we transcend death. We become free of death. Is there any other way? The Upanishad says no. Nanyah pantha vimuktaye. There is no other way to gain liberation. All other ways which people are talking about are all bakwas. Only way to become free of this samsara is to gain self-knowledge. Self-knowledge means to understand ourselves as Brahma. Which Brahma? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. The Brahma which is revealed in the Upanishad. And once we realize that Brahma, what will be our experience? Sarva bhutastam atmanam sarva bhutani cha atmani sampashyan brahma paramam yati nannena hetuna. We will see our own self in all the beings and we will see all the beings in ourselves. That is called Sarvatma Bhav. We will attain Sarvatma Bhav, that everything is myself only. I alone am everything and everyone. Sampashyan Brahma Paramam, that itself is realizing Brahma, and there is no other way to gain freedom. Yati nannena hetuna. So after doing Shravan, we have to do Manan and then meditate. But if our meditation is not becoming effective, one reason might be that we have not done Mananam properly. We have not contemplated on the teachings properly. We have not gained the proper conviction that I am Brahma. In order to gain this conviction, we have to do constant chintanam. And how? A beautiful example is given of that arani, like two woods are rubbed together, they create fire. The fire is already there, hidden in the wood, but it is not manifest. It remains unmanifest. Unmanifest fire doesn't help us. Similarly, unmanifested knowledge will not help. It gets manifested when we churn, when we contemplate. Just having notes in your notebook will not help. Those notebooks should be in your antakarana, and that all the knowledge, all the shravan which we have done, we should contemplate and gain that conviction. So Atmanam Aranim Kritva Pranavam Chottara Ranim, make your inner self as one part of the wood, and what you have learned from the Upanishad, the Pranava Om, another part of the wood, the rod, and when constant churning happens, then the knowledge happens. Oh, I am Brahma. That conviction happens. And once that conviction happens, your job is done, then nobody can say anything to disturb that person. Like Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi is convinced that I am Brahma, he is Brahma. You cannot go and confuse him. No, 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 you are not Brahma, it's all false and all. He will just smile at you. You cannot confuse him, you cannot create agitation in him. Similarly, once we gain that conviction that I am Brahma, then that knowledge happens. Jnana nirmatanabhyasat pasham dahati panditaha. And when that fire of knowledge is kindled, then it will destroy all the mesh of the knots of bondage. It will burn the ropes which are tying us down to the samsara. So one of the most beautiful way of contemplation is to contemplate on the three states of experience which we have, and through constant contemplation, we have to recognize that aham, the shuddha aham, that pratyek atma, which is also called purusha, which is also called jiva, which is also called kshetrajna. Recognize that atma by doing this vivek of these three avastha, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. See, sometimes we are watching some movie and all, and then we see something on the screen, on our television. We see something is sticking on the screen. We go to the screen and try to clean it, but it continues to be there. Something is sticking on the screen. Then we take out our specs and check it, and then we come to know that, oh, something is sticking on my specs. So when I clean the specs, everything becomes is seen, clean. So through trial and error, through proper vivek, we will be able to understand that this Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti are these three avasthas of the mind. They are like something sticking on me. So when I analyze it properly, I will be able to renounce and will be able to recognize myself as the sakshi of these three states of experience. So sa eva maya parimohitatma shariramaskaya karoti sarvam strayannapanadi vichitra bhogaihi sa eva jagrat paritruptimiti. So jagrat avastha, then swapne sa jiva sukha dukkha bhokta swamaya kalpita jiva loke sushupti kale sakale viline tamo vibhuta sukha rupamiti. We also have the swapna avastha and the sushupti avastha. See, Jagrat Avastha, we know through our senses we see this world, and it creates strong impressions in our antakarana. Then we go to sleep, then the senses are not functioning. We become unaware of the body and the world outside, but our mind continues to function and project a world. So the world which we see in our dream is just projected by our mind. The world which we see in our dream is not made up of the five elements. The world of the dream is not made up of five elements. It is purely made up of our mind. The rasagulla which you eat in your dream is mind made. The rasagulla which you eat during the daytime, I mean in your waking state, is made from the material from this world, which is Pancha Mahabhautik. But the dream world is not Pancha Mahabhautik, it is made up of mind, just a creation of our mind. Mind is very powerful, it creates, but mind also takes rest. And when mind takes rest, when Antakarana is also not functioning, there is something called Sushupti Avastha. See, Sushupti Avastha we say from our Jagrat standpoint. From the waking standpoint, we say there is something called deep sleep. But really speaking, from the deep sleep standpoint itself, there is nothing called deep sleep. In deep sleep, I am one with that Brahma. Brahma doesn't have any deep sleep or waking or dream and all. All these were created, all these notions were created by the mind. But mind is resting. So in deep sleep, we become one with that Brahma. We are now also one with Brahma. In deep sleep, we remain there without a disturbance of the mind. Therefore, we are of the nature of Sukha only. Sukha Rupameti. So when you contemplate and analyze these three states, you will be able to recognize yourself. So when the mind goes to sleep, it again wakes up because of past karmas. Punascha janmantara karma yoga sa eva jiva swapiti prabuddha puratraye kridati yascha jiva tatastu jatam sakalam vichitram. This jiva who has gone to, this mind which has gone to sleep, it wakes up. And when the mind wakes up, I am already awake, I am always awake, I the jiva, I the self. So when the mind wakes up again, I continue to misunderstand myself to be a limited being, having a body, looking at this world. So what I am in my real nature is what I was in my deep sleep. But even now in waking also, I am the same person, same entity. But because of this disturbance of this mind, intellect, and all this world and all, I fail to recognize myself in the waking state. So, in the waking state, we have to shift our attention from all this disturbance of the mind, of the world, and just focus your attention on yourself as the Sakshi, not a doer of anything. Everything happens by the laws of Prakriti. Prakriti is my own Prakriti, but laws of Prakriti, I am just a witness. So Adharam Anandam Akhanda Bodham Yasmin Layam Yati Puratrencha. I am the one in whom everything is born. Puratre Kridati Yascha Jiva Tatastu Jatam Sakalam Vichitram. All this Vichitra Vishwa is born in me, it is sustained in me, and it again dissolves in me. Shift your attention to yourself. Be as you are. That you are so great and so powerful, unimaginable, so vast, so infinite, that from you alone the entire Vishwa is born. Etasmat jayate pranaha manas sarva indriyani cha kam vayu jyotirapaha prithvi vishwasya dharini. This entire Vishwa has come from you. The pranas have come from you, the mind has come from you, the indriyas have come from you. All the five elements have come from me. Me is from me. That Atma, which is Brahma, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Anandam, Brahma. All this mysterious world has emerged from me and it remains in me and again merges back into me. Just like a dream comes from you, remains in you, and merges into you, similarly, this entire Vishwa has come from me, remains in me, merges back into me. So, yat param brahma sarvatma vishwasya tanam mahata, that Atma is not confined to this body only, it is Brahma. Brahman is big, large, infinite. So, that infinite Atma, which is the very support of this entire Vishwa, which is subtler than the subtlest, Sukshmataram Nityam, which is eternal, Tat Tvameva Tata, that you are that. This is a great Mahavakya. You are that Brahma. Brahma you are. So Jagrat Swapna Sushuptyadi Prapancham Yat Prakashate. It is that Brahma which is illuminating the waking, the dream, the deep sleep. It is that Brahma which is Prakashate. It's luminous and it illumines everything. So recognize, realize that Brahma is yourself. Tat Brahma ahamiti nyatva. When we realize Brahma is myself, sarva bandhe pramuchyate. A person becomes free from all bondage. So trishu dhameshu yad bhogyam bhokta bhogascha yad bhavet tebhyo vilakshana sakshi chin matroham sadashivaha. So constantly assert your nature. That is meditation. Assert what you really are. Trishu Dhama, so in all the three dham, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti are like three dham. In the three dham, there are Bhokta, Bhog, and Bhogya. Triputi are there. But strange, I am the witness of this Triputi. This whole show of this world which happens in waking and dream, I am just a witness. Just like when you go to see a cinema, you are just sitting there on the seat and watching that cinema. You are sitting with a nice big basket of popcorns or something and keep on eating and keep on watching. Lot of actions are happening in the cinema. Fight is going on, war is going on, flood and fire and lightning and thunder. But you are eating moongfali, I mean the popcorn. They should also give moongfalis. And it doesn't disturb you. You are just a sakshi of that film. Similarly, you should know that you are the sakshi of this whole world. The world is born, the world is sustained, world gets dissolved. Ki farak penda, sanu ki tishudhamasu yad bhogyam bhokta bhogascha yad bhavet tebhyo vilakshana sakshi. I am totally vilakshana, unique, different, having different nature. World is changing, I am not changing. World is inert, I am jnana. World is full of sorrow, I am of the nature of happiness. World is limited, having limited objects, I am infinite. Tebhyo vilakshana sakshi chinmatroham sada shivaha. I am chinmatra, pure knowledge, always auspicious. Everything is born in me. Mayyeva sakalam jata, mayi sarvam pratishtita, mayi sarvam layam jati, tad brahma advayam asmyaham. I am that Advaya Brahma in whom everything is born, everything is sustained, everything gets dissolved in me. I am smaller than the smallest. Anoraniyan ahameva tadvat mahanaham vishwamahan. Vichitram puratanoham purushoham ishaha hiranmayoham shivarupam asmi. I am smaller than the smallest. I am very vast. The entire Vishwa am I. The most wonderful and mysterious, this world is myself only. People are struggling to understand this world. Scientists are struggling to understand this world. They themselves are the mystery of the world. You yourself are the mystery of this world. You yourself are the secret of this world. Puratanoham, most ancient. Purushaha, I am that Purushaha, Supreme Purusha. I am the Ishvara. I am most effulgent. Shivarupam asmi, of the nature of Shiva. I don't have hands and legs. I don't have senses, I don't have mind, intellect in myself, but I project all of them and function in this world. Most mysterious. In my supreme nature, there are no hands, legs, eyes, nose, tongue, mind, intellect, senses, nothing is there. But without having all this, I project them, and through them, I appear to be seeing. Through countless eyes, I see. Through countless mind, I think. Through countless buddhi, I think, understand. So, apani hamachintya shakti, I have infinite power, unthinkable, unimaginable power. पश्यामि अचक्षुः शृणोमि कर्णः अहं विजानामि विविक्तरूपो न चास्ति वेत्ता मम चित् सदाहं. Nobody knows me. I know myself. And in order to know myself, I have also projected this world. I mean, the not only world, but the Vedas. See, just as I want to see my face, I use a mirror, and then I can see my face. Similarly, in order to know myself, I have the Vedas. The Vedas are like a mirror. Look into the Vedas and you will see your face. Look into the Upanishad and you will see your face. Vedair anekair aham eva vedyaha. In all the Vedas, I am the theme. Vedanta krut. Vedavid eva cha aham. I am the one who created this, projected this Vedas, and I am the knower of these Vedas. Na punya pape mama nasti nasha. I don't have punya and papa. I don't have destruction. I don't have birth. I don't have indriyas. I don't have buddhi. In my supreme swarup, all these are not there. But I have the power to project anything, whatever I want. Infinite power I have. I don't have legs, but I can project legs and run also like anything. Most mysterious. न भूमिरापो न च वह्निरस्ति न चानिलो मेस्ति न चाम्बरं च एवं विदित्वा परमात्मरूपं गुहाशयं निष्कलमद्वितीयं समस्तसाक्षिं सदसद्विहीनं प्रयाति शुद्धं परमात्मरूपम्. I don't have these five great elements in me. Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal, Prithvi. So having understood, recognized myself, my own supreme nature, in the cave of this heart, Guhashaya, Nishkalam, free of all divisions, free of all facets, pure, homogeneous self, Samasta Sakshim, who is the witness of everything and everyone, Sadasad Vihinam, free from the manifest as well as the unmanifest, one who recognizes this, Prayati Shuddham Paramatma Rupam, attains that Shuddha Paramatma Rupa. Thus concludes this Upanishad teaching, main teaching, but then the teacher also says that if it is not aapke palle nahi pada hai, so then you chant this Upanishad regularly, do japa of this Upanishad, contemplate on this Upanishad. You will become free of all the papa which you might have committed in your past, because of which the mind is getting disturbed. So, yash shatarudriyam adite, so agni puto bhavati, surapana puto bhavati, brahma hatyat puto bhavati, kritya krityat puto bhavati, tasmad avimuktam ashrito bhavati, atyashrami sarvada sakrudva chape. So, atyashrami should do japa of this. A sadhak should do japa of this constantly or at least once a day. And if we do that, we will gain knowledge and become free and attain that Kaivalya. So, anena jnanam apnoti samsararnava nashanam tasmadevam viditvainam Kaivalyam phalamashnute. We will gain the fruit of Kaivalya when we gain this knowledge. Kaivalyam phalamashnute. Iti. Thus concludes this beautiful Upanishad. Iti Atharva Vede Kaivalya Upanishad Samapta. So keep studying, keep chanting, keep contemplating on this Upanishad. Okay, thus we conclude the study of this Upanishad, online study, but you should continue with your study. Okay. So you should also share this YouTube videos with your friends, your relatives. Subscribe to my channel. You can also watch this video on my Facebook page. Hmm. And keep thinking, keep contemplating. So we have concluded this beautiful Upanishad. It's very, very beautiful. I love this Upanishad. But there are so many other Upanishads which are also most fascinating and beautiful and most mysterious, who reveal the same teaching. It's like a mirror. You have a nice little mirror and you look, you see your face. Then you go somewhere and a huge mirror is there and you look, you see your face. Then a tiny little mirror is there, you look, you see your face. In all the mirrors, you see your own face. In all the Upanishads, you see your own self being revealed. That is our joy. That is our mouth. That after studying this, we will look at ourselves through another mirror. And that other mirror, other Upanishad which we will study now is Taittiriya Upanishad. Taittiriya Upanishad is a beautiful Upanishad from Yajurveda. And this Upanishad also reveals that Supreme Brahma. So we will have a few days a break, and then we will begin with this Taittiriya Upanishad, and I will announce when exactly we will start with this new Upanishad. So you get your copies and also copies of Taittiriya Upanishad along with Shankar Bhashya, Adi Shankaracharya's Bhashya, and we will study that Upanishad. Till then, you enjoy. Enjoy what? Enjoy your own self. Revel in yourself. Hmm. Enjoy the joy of your own self. Okay? So till then, you take care, be happy, stay peaceful, healthy, do your work, do your sadhana. And we will meet again soon. Maybe in a week or two, we will begin with this Taittiriya Upanishad. Okay? So you take care. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Bole Siyavar Ramchandra Bhagwan ki Jai. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.